Is there someone in your life right now you're concerned about? I bet there is. I bet there's someone in your life right now that you're asking yourself the question, wow, they really don't seem like themselves. They really don't seem like they're engaged as much as they used to be. Maybe you know this person. Heck, maybe this person is you. And maybe you know a person that is bored or apathetic with life. And they're struggling right now. They're struggling to get engaged, get involved. And the question is, what could you say? What could you do to reach them? What could you do to bring them into the fold? How could you communicate that? You know, oftentimes right now, through all the challenges we've had in the recent past, a lot of people have basically started to shut down in different ways. And the question is, what is the value of them shutting down? Does that help their life improve? Does that improve the organization in which they work? Does that help the people around them? And the answer is no. As a matter of fact, in communication, the world of communication, we understand that the number one area of lost revenue and productivity in every workplace is due simply to one thing: poor communication. Also, too, look at all your personal life, your personal relationships with your family members, with your significant other, with your friends. The quickest way to destroy a relationship is through poor communication. So as you think about this, and again, I backed it up with understanding that if you study divorce in our country, you'll find that the number one reason for divorce, poor communication. So we want relationships to stay together. We want people not to be apathetic. We don't want people to be bored. We want to engage them. We want to help them get involved. Now, Dale Carnegie has a simple principle that he documented. And it's a principle some people struggle with, but it's a very straightforward principle. Your challenge is to rouse in the other person an eager want. So what does it mean to arouse in the other person an eager want? What it means is, speaking in terms of their interest, finding something that excites them, finding something that they say, yeah, I want to see that happen. I want that, yeah. And have them tell you why they want that to happen. Your challenge is to find right now for yourself and find for other people a passion. Find a passion. Find something that's exciting to you. As Dale Carnegie shared, throw yourself into some work that you believe in with all your heart. Live for it. Die for it. And you'll find happiness that you had never thought could be yours. Well, that sounds great, but how do you do it? Right? It's always asked, how do you do it? Common sense says, how do you do it? Well, you're rousing the other person eager want. For instance, I'm a parent. I'm speaking to you parents out there. Maybe you have a child right now that is not doing real well in school. Maybe your child did really well in school before COVID-19 and now they're struggling, right? Some of you are faced with this. As a matter of fact, a lot of you are faced with this because I know a lot of my friends listen to the show and they call me up and they say, Phil, help me. My kid has lost interest in school. They're not engaged. They're shutting down. What do I do? Well, here's what you do. You find something they're passionate about. My kids are in the same boat. My son's a senior this year, struggled the end of his junior year, struggled this year. So what do? We started looking about what's coming down the pike. What's next year going to hold? Is he going to go off to college? If so, what's he going to study? Well, all of our conversations weren't going anywhere. He would share with you that, I'm just kind of pacing through things. I'm just waiting for the high school to be over. Well, that's nothing to look forward to. And he started to become apathetic, and he started to be disconcerted about what grades he gets. And all of a sudden, his grades weren't doing as well as they were before. And maybe you're faced with this as a parent. Maybe you're faced with this with your employees. They've lost interest. Well, we have to arouse in them an eager want. So what you have to do is you have to sit down and talk with this person. And you have to start looking at different things in the past in their life that they found interesting, that they found compelling, that they were passionate about, and get them talking about those things and exploring opportunities in those areas. And then finding something that they could try new, associated with something they've done in the past that they showed an interest in. For instance, with my son, we were concerned he was just going to make it through the year, didn't know where he was going to go off to college, didn't know what he wanted to study. No idea. And a lot of parents have that concern. And we want them to be successful. Of course, every parent wants their kid to be successful, no matter what. So over the holiday break, what we did was we took him for a flight lesson because we always knew he talked about aviation, but he wasn't passionate about it. Well, we had to get up on a plane. He flew the plane. He came off the plane, ears, grinning from ear to ear. I mean, it was just amazing to see the excitement on his face. And he said to myself and my wife, he said, that's it. This is it. This is my passion. This is why I'm going to do well in school the rest of the year, because this is what I want to go to college for. Now, we're blessed. He found it. We helped him find it. But the way we did it is arousing an eager want in the other person. So I challenge you, if you know somebody who's bored or apathetic, explore what they've done in the past, what they really liked. Put some opportunity in front of them where they can reclaim that. And what they'll do is they'll become re-engaged and they'll find purpose again in their life. Now go make it happen.